There is a brand new star in the world of film and TV, and it's not an actor, it's not a character, it's not even an IP. And if filmmakers, screenwriters, decision makers, and studios start to focus on this new star, then they will see their projects and their productions soar. But who is the new focal point that's quickly taken the spotlight? The answer is the audience. Since the dawn of motion pictures, cinema has always been a star-driven vehicle. And once actors became celebrities, audiences eagerly paid to see their favorite faces light up the screen time and time again. From the silent era with Charlie Chaplin, Greta Garbo, and Fatty Arbuckle, to the golden era stars such as Clark Gable, Doris Day, and Cary Grant, to the raging 80s with stars such as Stallone, Schwarzenegger, and Eddie Murphy. Throughout each decade, fans have wanted to see recognizable, charismatic actors play cops, criminals, nurses, warriors, and lawyers. This trend continued all the way up until very recent times, when their star power began to fade. And in its place came the rise of IP, intellectual property. Soon enough, it wasn't the actor that was driving cinema tickets, it was instead the characters, the James Bonds, the Batmans, the Spider-Mans, a conveyor belt of actors rotating in to deliver their take on fictional heroes and villains. Chris Evans was famous, but Captain America was a global sensation. However, when Chris Evans wasn't the star-spangled man with a plan, his films wouldn't deliver the same fervor or attention. Rom-coms could no longer sell based on their charming star power alone. Original mid-budget thrillers were becoming scarce in the cinema. Times were shifting. The era of the IP was here, but not for long. In the past couple of years, we're starting to see a new phase emerge. The IP juggernauts are suddenly starting to struggle. Where once it was automatic, now the Marvels, the DCs, and the other cinematic universes have all dipped or faded. But what's taken their place? Who has replaced the actors and characters now as the main attraction for audiences? Looks like it's the audiences. That's right. With the evolution of social media and the rise of TikTok, we're seeing that the films that draw audiences in are the ones that create events or have events created around them. Sometimes it wasn't even by their design. We can even track this evolution back to 2013, when Game of Thrones had their infamous Red Wedding episode. What did people do? They pointed the cameras at themselves to catch and record their live reactions.
No, 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 no!
Some people have made full careers out of their fandom, but as their channels and their following grew, it became less about the thing they're a fan of and more about building their own brand around it. This self-focused mentality has been gradually building in the public for years, and we're only now starting to see just how impactful it can be. Barbenheimer became one of the biggest cinematic weekends of all time, with people worldwide dressing in pink and documenting themselves checking out this weird, wild double bill. Even the filmmakers themselves got in on the fun. The TikTok trend of the gentle Minions saw a surge in ticket sales for Minions: The Rise of Gru. Teen boys and young men flocked to the cinema in suits so they could have more content for their social channels. What we're seeing is real practical success for films and series once the audience is invited to take part, or if they simply hijack it and make it their own. The audience have chosen the next star, and it turns out it's themselves. Now, studios, producers, filmmakers, and screenwriters have to take this into consideration if they want to make a hit, if they want to make an impact, or if they want to reach wide-scale success. From even the earliest point in a project's life, as well as the earliest stages of the screenwriter's journey, understanding and catering to your audience will be critical. It's not making stories for your target audience, instead it's about making stories towards your target audience. Screenwriters need to think more like producers. Producers need to think more like marketers. And studios need to think about how to create an environment that's more inclusive, where the audience can truly take part in the event of your film or series release. Let the event be a vehicle for people to be creative, to build communities, to get attention. Basically, if you want your film or series to be a hit, you've got to make the audience feel like it's about them and not about you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and would love to learn more about screenwriter marketing, then click right here and we'll kick off with some screenwriter email marketing best practices. My name's Chris Brennan, and until next time, best of luck honing those writing chops.